Okay, this is what, August 14th, 15th, 2023. We've been dealing with this van saga 6 months now. We've got about 400 or 500 miles on this since we tightened up these oil pan bolts, nuts and bolts. We're going to crawl underneath here and see what we can see about leaks or anything else. The other day it looked like it may still have a leak coming down from the top, from the intake, or maybe the oil pressure sending unit where it threads in. And I see some oil. No, yeah, I see some oil running down right there. Is that residual coming out of that starter? We'll wipe that. We're going to get up underneath there. We're going to check these these oil pan bolts. There's a drip right there on the starter bolt. But these pan bolts are dry. Those are a little bit wet. That one's a little bit wet. We've got oil. We have oil maybe coming out from between the pan here. I bought a new pan and gasket. Doesn't look like there's anything. The rear main seal is now dry, finally. So we replaced it. The second shop replaced it. We may need to see, is that oil? That oil's not coming down from the block. I guess we're going to tighten up all these bolts just a little bit and see if that'll take care of it, because they've replaced this pan gasket twice. I don't want to replace this pan, but I guess I might have to. I don't know. Let's go over here to the oil filter. We wiped it yesterday, and now it is got oil on it again. We need to go over to that other side so we can see what's going on with it over there. I've got a new oil filter too. We got two AC Delco filters at Summit for $5 each. We're using the GoPro this time. The phone flips stuff upside down and everything. I don't know what this will do, if this will be any good or not, but yeah, you can see that oil on there. Yeah, it's wet. I think we're going to have to put this pan and pan gasket on here. But I'm going to take a trip before I do. Okay, let's turn this off, get in and crawl around on the other side, wipe this clean, check out that other side, see what's going on with that oil filter. Go from there to figure out what we're going to do today. Okay, there is a drip of oil on this nut over here. And there is oil on the pan, on the filter. This other side over here though looks dry, except for that one drip right there. I can't tell where it's coming from. I can't tell where the oil's coming from on this. There, is it coming down there? Where's the oil coming from on this? Is it coming out of the pan? I mean, out of the filter itself? There's a little bit there. There's a tiny hole in that filter. Well, the only thing that looks wet over here was the filter and that bolt up there. And that bolt just has one little spot on it. Anything coming down up there? Well, I'm going to tighten up some bolts and we'll see what it does next couple of days. Okay, here are all of our goodies from Summit. We've got some ultra black sealant, we've got ultra gray, and we've got some Loctite. Ultra gray, we've got some dielectric grease, we've got some anti-seize lubricant, 2 AC oil filters, AC Delco, 1-piece pan gasket, which I like, it's nice and thick, and the pan. The pan was what, $45, $46? $46. The gasket was $43. So there you have it. We're going to be reorganizing the van, getting everything out of here, reorganizing, stacking everything back in here, all of our stuff, bicycle up there, our EcoFlow portable heater, air conditioning unit, our solar battery, solar cells, gas generator, our drones, underwater drone, aerial drone, all of our photography stuff, and hopefully be able to get out on a trip, at least one weekend or week trip. It's been over 2 months dealing with the wreck from behind and also the leaking oil. Okay, I was planning on pretty much organizing just the way we had it before, except for one major difference, which would be this solar battery and portable heater air conditioning unit. I need a place to vent that AC heater out, and with this new door with this vent, that gives me the perfect place to do that. But these two units take up so much space, and this portable, these are both EcoFlow. Both of them work very good. Now my 12-volt outlet died on me. I don't know what the problem was, but it died on me. But it works very good in conjunction with its 160-watt solar cell. I usually have the bicycle coming right down from there over here, which would be fine, but see, I usually have all my tools back here. A lot of this stuff usually stays back here. Gas generator, my tarps, my extension cords, fuel for that gasoline generator, and I've got this basket. I could get some stuff outside, but that adds 3 feet to the back of this van, and that's also a problem if I get a bicycle rack. The one I want will fold the bikes down to get them out of the way where you can open the doors, or it'll open it up all the way to get it back out of the way so you can actually get up next to it. But there again, that's going to add 3 feet to the back of the van. Add 3 feet to the back of the van or the front of the van. You know, we've got the rear trailer hitch now and the front trailer hitch. and I want to get the winch, portable winch plate and winch, where I can mount it on the front if I get stuck, or mount it on the back, or I can pull myself either way. But by the time you get both of those on, you've added 5-6 feet to the van. At 19, it gets you to 26 feet. Heck, you may as well have a motorhome and have a lot more space. So I've got some problems that I've got to work out, spatial problems. The hood has turned out much better than I thought it would for my very first time at doing any kind of metal paint work. The grill turned out real good. I may end up painting it black to match the bumper. Yeah, like I never got that front or the rear bumper. This rear bumper is silver like the original one was, with that black cover. But yeah, the van's just not quite big enough, but I have to make it do. So I'm going to have to figure out, normally I've got these two units here, up here with my deep cycle RV batteries. And I guess that's where I'm going to have to put them back. And when I want to use that portable air conditioner, I'm going to have to figure out a place to vent it. Maybe set it in the front seat and roll a window down to vent it out. I just don't know yet. All this stuff is going to be trial and error. That's why I don't want to get too far into this until I try it and see which way is going to work best for my lifestyle of traveling around. Frank's getting his Jag squared away. A lot closer. Okay, let's continue on this and see how we come out. Yeah, see, I don't want to give up on this idea altogether, because this is the perfect place for this XC unit. I may just have to go ahead and put this battery back up there with those two RV batteries, and just make sure I've got a big enough cable to run back here to power it, so that it won't strain for power. You see, the exhaust could be vented out through this back window here. That would be perfect. And the cool coming out the front. Okay, the air coming out of the exhaust is 126 degrees. The air coming out of there is at 68, 66. So that, with about 4,800 BTUs coming out of that, that will easily cool this van. Now I do want to get insulation in this van, a closed foam sprayed in insulation, and I'm going to drape some type of like a little curtain or something other across here, which will further reduce the cubic footage that that AC unit will have to cool. But that is a portable AC and heat unit. That will be sufficient to heat and cool this van without any trouble. So let's check and see how many watts this thing is using. I've got it plugged into this battery. So let's see how many watts it's using. It started off, I don't know how much power it started off at. It's using 360 watts. So that is not a huge wattage drain for a little air conditioning unit that will cool this van. And see, this is a perfect place for the bicycle if the bicycle is going to be in here. I'd rather it not be in here, but I don't want to add 3 feet on both ends of the van here too. Now I will have to fabricate a vent. I wouldn't have to, I don't guess. I could use the vent that comes with it, hook it in here, and then run it up, but then I'm going to have to fabricate something where it'll fit and vent out right there. So I think what I'm probably going to do is just fabricate something to hook on here myself, a soft vent, air conditioning vent, and that way I can just run it right up and duct it right out. Okay, we're done organizing for today. We've shifted gears. We're going to get some primer and white paint on that spot there. But see, I'm basically doing the same organization. I have tools and stuff back here. This portable AC heating unit is different, which I'm going to have to make several adjustments for. The bicycle I still want to get out here, but that's going to add 3 feet to this van. Everything else I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Done packing and organizing for one day. So what we've done, we've taken some, I think 100 grit and sanded that, and then taken some 400, smoothed out, just feathered out. So you can see the way it is feathered in. We're about to put some primer on it. Let that sit about 15 minutes, shoot it with some white if I've got enough left. Let that sit a while and then shoot it with some clear. Then at some point, not today, I may see if I can get something rounded and knock this out a little bit more. That crease is right in a very bad place right there. Can't get to it, but I'd like to knock that out a little bit more, get that a little bit smoother. I don't want to put Bondo that deep in that thing. That's almost a ½ an inch. Now, I don't know anything about body work, Bondo or anything else. Never mess with it. Just, well, a little bitty bit on a Corvette, but try to get that looking better too. Okay, we're going to use this Rust-Oleum automotive primer, self-etching. It sticks a little bit better, hangs onto that metal a little bit better. Then we're going to use a Duplicolor GM Olympic White and a Rust-Oleum high gloss clear on it.